to the bonus episode. Okay, tell me about these translations because this is a super exciting time, isn't it? Because it's a really
Is
easy product to
exciting.
put out there for
Yeah.
instant reward.
It's like
um,
instant. It's amazing. First of all, I have to tell you that my sales have been soft in the last 3 weeks.
okay,
And it's
across the
not
board.
just across the board. And it's not just
Okay,
me, it's other authors I'm friends with on Facebook. And
okay,
this wonderful author I follow is making a killing with translations. But that's besides the
okay.
point. Her sales have also been soft. I've seen it in so many places, and they're like, what is going on? And like, we haven't really figured it out yet. But there were a few things at play. There's the Amazon boycott.
Okay, yes.
There is the Amazon change where they've done something to the algorithms and it's just thrown things off. Basically, everyone I know has lost like a third of their sales, which is a lot if
It
you are
is a
the
lot.
breadwinner and you are
Yes,
counting on that money for rent and groceries. Like it's a lot of
yes.
people were completely freaking out, as I would be doing if yeah,
And you're spending the same amount on ads, so you are now
exactly.
losing money. Yeah, okay,
Exactly.
got you.
So
Okay,
those are the two Amazon problems. And then there's also been a change at Facebook, and that the Facebook ads are just not working as well as they usually do. So now we don't know if
okay.
it's because of the change at Facebook or if it's the Amazon change or like what's happening. But across the board, everyone who's relying on Facebook ads to sell books on Amazon is hurting. And this is just another reason, like we were saying earlier, you need to make your business more resilient. You have a deadline on this. It's not like, oh, well, one day I'm going to make my business resilient. No, you've got to do it now.
Do it as soon as possible, yes.
So the direct sales is definitely part of that. And one of the reasons I press play on that, even though it's so expensive, because I cannot afford for my business to just like fall over. I just can't afford that.
Yes.
So translations does not make your business more independent of Amazon, but it has helped a lot with the softening of the sales the last few weeks.
Yeah,
So
your
that's
revenue
cool.
comes up. And for very
Yeah,
little input, very little
very
effort.
little. Yeah. I'm just going to give you the
Okay.
numbers for this week.
Okay.
That Mike started putting up the translations, I think like 10 days ago. You're allowed to upload 3 a day. That's
Okay.
the KDP limit on new titles.
So did you
Um,
start with all three book ones, or did you start with one, two, and three in a series?
we're just doing it very logically. Urban Fantasy Series 1, Urban Fantasy Series 2,
Okay.
Steamy Romance
Got you.
Series 1. Okay.
Okay.
So yesterday, he just uploaded the last of the Steamy Romance. So now they're all
Okay.
up in German, but some
Okay.
of them have only been up for less than 24 hours. So this is not a perfect
True
reflection
reflection.
on going
Yes.
forward,
But
but
next
here
week
we
we
go.
should
Okay.
have next week we should have a better indicator because you'll have all three series up.
And the ads would be
Kicked in.
working better because in the beginning, the ads don't
Yeah, you're
have
testing.
yeah, you're testing and you're getting people into like let's say the box set. You can pay to get someone into the box set and not see the return for weeks or even months as they read through it, depending on how
Okay.
fast they read. That's why KU always has such a nice long tail because you can stop advertising and you still get the page reads for quite a long time afterwards.
Okay.
Anyway, this week on the German translations, sales $222, ad spend 97. That's a profit of
Mm.
$125,
Oh
an
wow.
ROI of 78. So then you look at the production cost, which is not a lot at all. If you think about it, if that's the ROI I'm going to get in 1 week, if that's a profit I'm going to make in a few days, basically, which is what it's
Yes.
been, then it's great. It's
Oh, it's a
gangbusters.
no-brainer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But the production cost, just so that you know, was 424. So
Okay.
basically, if I only make what I made this week, which I doubt, I think it'll probably double.
Yeah.
It'll
A month,
take,
you're done.
yeah, less than that, 3 weeks.
That's
And then German's
amazing.
broken even, and then it's all profit from there.
And
Apart from the
then,
money I'm be giving to Mike, of course, for doing all the
yeah,
work.
yeah, assistant Mark is not a cheap
Assistant Mike. No,
commodity, my friend. That's why I don't
no,
have
he's
one.
like,
I can't afford one. So now, the thing I would be most concerned about, although the figures look
hmm,
great, is the reviews, right?
yes,
Just given how they
yes,
were done. And have you had any reviews come in? Have the reviews been good, bad,
yes.
middling? Okay.
I've had, so I've only had
Already
two
in a
reviews.
week.
I know.
That's amazing. Do you
I've
remember how many years we waited for one? Are they ones? Are they twos? Are they threes? Are they
got two five
fives?
two 5-star reviews so
Oh,
far.
wow.
This one on book one in Blood Magic and the second one on book two. So I'm assuming it's the same person who just
Oh,
likes
damn.
urban fantasy. Yeah.
Okay, so there we
So
have it, proof in the pudding. Well, let's see. I mean,
yeah,
look, one
let's
one
see.
one reader's happy. Let's hope
Exactly.
100 and 1,000 are just as happy.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it was so nerve-wracking, obviously. I mean, you're basically publishing something you haven't read, you have no
Yes.
proof.
Yeah.
I'm like, it went against everything in my body, but I know other people are doing it and they're making money, and I need to bolster
Yes.
my sales. So, I'm up for it. So we'll see. Let's hope the Italian and French
Are
versions do
just as
as well.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's up
So
next. Your Italian and your French.
yeah, so I used Scribe Shadow to do it. It's a very easy to use app. Well, I say Mike, use Scribe Shadow to do it. Very easy to use app. I highly recommend it. If someone you know is doing it, they can give you a code and you get 50% discount on your first tranche of credits. And
I'll
that's
definitely
good.
use yours.
And it's affiliate thing that works both ways, which is great. So you get a kickback
Okay.
and I get a kickback. So it's
Okay.
it's a very
Oh,
nice
stunning.
little
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
100%. When I'm
I
ready, I
mean,
will definitely.
you don't save that much because the top bundle you can get with the code is only a $50 bundle, so you save
Okay.
$25. But
But still,
it'll
100%.
yeah,
For me, that's
it
500 Rand.
helps. Yeah, it's a lot. I had a thought about AI that
Okay.
I'd like to talk about. Um, I was actually talking to Mike about it last night because like the
Because
AI
you've
witch
done your
hunt.
translations in AI. These new ones
Yes,
are
yes,
Scrap Shadow.
I
Is
should
it
have said
Scrap
that
Shadow
right
or
up
Shadow
front.
Scrap?
I always get it wrong. Scribe Shadow.
Scrap Shadow.
There's a guy who's part of Scribe Shadow who runs a business where you can human proof the translations, which I
Okay.
definitely would have done if it wasn't for my other author friends saying it's not worth it because
Yes,
you end
I've
up
seen
paying
everywhere
more.
that it's not worth
Yeah,
it, that it's cost
yeah,
so much and they pick up
yeah.
like three or four typos.
It's the small mistakes don't really matter. We've learned this with ebooks.
Yes.
Like people
Okay. Yeah.
understand that independent authors, as much as we try and get the product as perfect as possible. I mean, Robin and I pick up typos in the trade books we read all the time.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Annie picked one up the other day. She's 8. So, it's not. But what I wanted to say about AI was two things, is that I don't think that it's so ubiquitous now. I don't think people are going to be saying AI tools like in the near future. It's not going to be like, I used AI.
It's
No,
just going to
because
be I
everything
used it
has
to.
AI
Yeah.
baked in. You don't
Yeah.
say, I'm going to use AI Google because Google is now their top thing is AI. You say I'm going to search
Exactly.
it or whatever.
On
So I
Google.
think I'm gonna, yeah. I now when I talk about it, I'm not going to say I use an AI subscription, whatever. I'm going to say I used Shadow Scribe. What is it? Scribe Shadow.
Scrap shadow.
Scribe Shadow.
Scrap shadow.
It's
Yeah.
everywhere,
No.
and I think the witch hunts might just simmer down a bit if we
Yeah. If
start
you
not seeing
stop drawing so much attention
AI
to
for
it.
flipping everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I was talking to Mike about last night because I was talking about the AI witch hunts. Like some authors also treat it so badly just because they use AI tools to do whatever, like I don't judge people for the tools they use. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite nuanced and we've spoken about that already and whatever. But my point last night was that one of the reasons I'm doing well is because of AI, because I could never create those Facebook ads without Midjourney or
Yes.
without a generative art program.
Yeah.
My business can't afford to hire an artist to do 5 new Facebook ads every
Yeah.
week because that's
There's
what you
no
have to do
way.
in the beginning. So,
Different story if you
so
want to make a beautiful book box and you want an original piece of artwork, character art,
completely
or some
different.
different
Completely
story.
different. So the reason I'm making money is because of Facebook ads and because I can use Midjourney to create the Facebook ads, right? So in other
Yes.
words, I'm making money because of generative AI.
Yes.
Okay. So with that money, what have I been able to do? I've been able to pay for human translations, human editors, and
Yeah.
I'll be able to pay for a human illustrator when the time comes to do whatever I
To
want to do.
create character art. It's not like you using that to, you're not selling this art to someone. You are using it to
Mm.
advertise, to create adverts, to
Yes.
generate revenue that you can then put into human pockets. You're not cutting someone out because you wouldn't be paying
Yes.
someone to create those images.
Exactly. Because that's one of
Yeah.
the main criticisms of AI, right? It's like you are cutting humans out and just using bots and stuff. And
Yes.
it's just not true. I've been
Not the
able
case.
to employ a cleaner here,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like really like grassroots. Like we have a cleaner now. We've got AMS ads. We've got Pierre Gentil.
Yeah.
We've got
Assistant Mark.
and assistant Mike.
Assistant Mark would
Exactly.
not have a function if it wasn't for
Exactly. He's
and
human.
the world needs Assistant Mark.
Yes,
Okay, so bottom line, translations are working a treat. Reviews are
they
good so
are.
far.
Yeah. It's
Sales
still
are
early
good so far.
days,
Yeah.
but it's
But I mean,
working.
you've got a
Yeah.
78% ROI. You've got two five-star reviews. So far, 1 week in, it is looking like it was a very viable choice that you made.
Yeah.
I think we should, yeah, definitely touch back on this in a couple of weeks and see if we
Yeah.
still. But yeah, it's something I need to get on. Um, once I finish setting up my store. One
Funny you
thing at a
say that.
time.
I know someone who can do it for you.
Who?
Mike.
Oh, look at him doubling his revenue stream. Ask Mark to please put me top on his list of clients.
Okay, I'll do that.
And let me know. And if
Okay.
not, he must just send me his costs. But just remember, I'm paying in rents, eh? So he must be gentle.
In rants.
He must be gentle in the ZARs.
No, you'll get a ranch discount.
Right, friend. I'm
Hey.
excited to hear the updates. Translations are sounding better and better and better. But I think when I do the 6 book series, all of this testing should happen at once. Do you think that
Okay.
that's a good idea,
Yes.
or do you think doing backlists is better?
Uh, I think you can do a little bit of marketing on your 4 book series just to get your toe in the water
Okay. To test,
and
like to
learn a little
kind of
bit.
get used to things. Okay.
Yes.
Is it very
It won't,
difficult to go from marketing urban fantasy to marketing spicy romance on those same platforms on Facebook? Or, like, was it kind of much the same, just keywords are changing?
it's the same.
Okay. Okay, so maybe I should do some testing. As soon as this Shopify store sets up, as soon as that's done, I think I'm going to do a little bit of testing. Although it doesn't sound
Okay,
like a
great.
great time to start if you say things are low, but
No, that's true. I can let you know when things are
when
starting
it
to like look up
turns.
again.
Okay,
But at the same time, if
perfect.
you just start with a $5 a day
Yeah.
ad, good for
Yeah.
7 days,
Yeah.
turn it off. Then we look at that data and we see, okay, is this gonna work?
I think now that I've got the nice covers by Christian, who is a real life boy that we paid a lot of money to,
A
um,
lot of money.
look at us. I think that I've got a good shot. You know, the covers are really slick. So, yeah, I think I must actually just look at as soon as the store's done, I'll let you know and you tell me what to do. And
Okay,
maybe we
great.
do it as a pod test or an
That's a great
episode,
idea.
like a
Yeah,
live, like this is
yeah.
what we did on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Okay,
great.
great.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, all right, friend. Well, I think that's a good time to wrap it up. I have a glass of wine waiting, my family upstairs, and this beautiful view. I know you have
Okay.
another meeting coming up because that's why you're bringing in the big bucks.
Yep. Have an
So,
extra glass of wine for me while I sit
I
here
will. I
working.
will. Well, have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your Easter, and I will see you. Hey, boy.
That's Robbie.
Hello, Robin. See you next Friday.
Have a
Okay,
wonderful,
good.
wonderful enjoy and you must enjoy
Thank you,
every
friend.
minute there
Thank you. You
and
too. I will.
and write some
Okay.
words.
I will. I will at my beautiful desk.
Yes.
Okay, friend. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon.